Born into a prominent political family, Shinzo Abe has been Japan's longest-serving prime minister. He was credited with bringing a degree of stability to Japan. Following a period of economic turmoil and constant power tussles, Abe angered neighbors South Korea and China with his nationalistic rhetoric. Even some in the country were angry by his calls to revise the country's pacifist constitution. Let's now take a look back at some of the key moments and dates in Abe's life and career. Shinzo Abe was born in Tokyo to Shintaro Abe, who served as Japan's foreign minister. His grandfather, Nobusuke Kishi, was a former prime minister of Japan. Abe graduated from the Seiki University in Tokyo with a degree in political science. And after this, he moved to the United States. He studied public policy at the University of Southern California for 3 semesters. In 1979, he began working at Kobe Steel as the firm was expanding its presence abroad. Soon he left the company to pursue new positions at the Foreign Ministry. In 1993, he was first elected as a Liberal Democratic Party legislator, representing the southwestern prefecture of Yamaguchi. Abe eventually led the party's largest faction, Seiwakai, that had once been headed by his father. In 2005, Abe was appointed as the Chief Cabinet Secretary under Prime Minister Junichiro Koizumi. He led negotiations to return Japanese citizens abducted to North Korea. The same year, he was elected as the head of the Liberal Democratic Party. And this put him in line to take over as Prime Minister. On September 26 in 2006, Abe became Japan's Prime Minister for the first time, overseeing economic reform while taking a hard line on North Korea. He also sought to engage with South Korea and China, but his first tenure was short-lived. The LDP faced electoral defeats, losing control of the legislature. Abe soon resigned as Prime Minister, citing health reasons. Abe had been suffering from a health condition known as ulcerative colitis, but was able to control it with medication. Japan's revolving prime ministerial door brought him back to office in 2012. It ended a turbulent period in which prime ministers were changed every year. In 2013, Abe launched his Abenomics policies seeking to boost growth. The scheme to revive the Japanese economy involved vast government spending, massive monetary easing, and cutting red tape. On the global stage, Abe took a hard line on North Korea and sought to be a peacemaker of sorts between the United States and Iran. Between 2014 and 2020, Abe served 2 additional terms as Prime Minister. During this, he developed close ties with the then US President Donald Trump. They held summits and went golfing together. Abe also pursued a hard line with South Korea over unresolved wartime disputes, continuing to float plans to revise Japan's pacifist constitution. Throughout his tenure, he weathered political storms, one too many, but all of them did very little to affect his power and his stature. Abe was due to stay on as Prime Minister until late 2021, and this was supposed to give him an opportunity to see the Olympics in his tenure. But then in 2020, he suddenly stepped down as Prime Minister, and this was primarily due to health reasons after his ulcerative colitis flared up yet again.